So again, the people at the table discussing healthcare are quite far removed from the service of healthcare. And the place they're getting their information are the unbelievable abundance of lobbyists and people vying for other alternative focuses besides the better healthcare, the improvement of the health of our country. And when you collectively add voices of our country to the table at the U.S. Senate, we don't need another career politician. What we need is somebody who cares about the people of South Dakota and somebody who has been on the front lines of healthcare delivery. Have you ever been on a board of all men? And then you add a woman. Especially in the Republican Party for the United States Senate, there are an abundance of male voices. We need more moms, more business owners, more teachers and doctors to say, South Dakota, you have a choice. I would not have voted for the expansion in South Dakota. There is a gap and a problem with the healthcare delivery. By adopting the model that the federal government says fits for the country because it is coupled with the money, great. The problem's solved because now the money would be covered short term. But long term, it doesn't solve the health delivery problem we have in South Dakota. Again, it is unethical for me when I see a patient to think about their health only in the next 24 hours. To do the quick fix, get them out of my exam room, that's unethical. It is my job to think about their health for the next decade. And as a legislator, it is your job to think about the health of the state of South Dakota, its citizens, and our country. Not until the next election, but for the next generation. Right, I think there are 5 candidates in the race, you're right. It is something that you can't get a better recruiting tool for Republicans than the Obama administration, especially at a federal level. That I have had some great momentum. I have had unbelievable grassroots in contributions. Over 21,000 people have contributed to my campaign, and the average contribution is $45. That's incredible. You look at the leader of the PAC, and that average contribution is PAC money. I am happy to say that the PAC money I have received have been from the doctors of South Dakota, saying we do need a voice in the federal level. We need more doctors. When I first decided to run, it was after that story I told. The one where the state of South Dakota asked its doctors, would you recommend medicine to your children? And instead of the 85% that used to say yes, only 15% said yes. And I looked around the room to say, who would stand up to do this? And most of the doctor friends I had in the room that day were playing Angry Birds, were talking about retirement, any way to say, I don't think it's solvable. And that's what breaks the spirit of America, is when we give up. We need people who have a fire in their belly to say, it is my children that I do this for. That I want to be able to say the words, you can start out in this hog barn and become anything you want. And I can't say that today to my kids. That is my focus. I think South Dakota's smart. They absolutely get what it means to be a South Dakota core values. And when you elect somebody to go represent you in this nation's capital, may they have that same drive, that grit, that faith and determination. And South Dakotas know the difference. When you've spent your time outside the state collecting money, and big PAC money to boot, as opposed to the grassroots here in South Dakota, South Dakotans are smart. They'll get that.